Students and instructors with Gulfport High School's robotics team taking a trip to give prosthetic legs to amputees in Peru. Destiny Polster shows us how their work is helping others.
Gulfport High robotics and engineering students have learned to change lives. Using a 3D printer, the team makes upper and lower knees and ankle pieces of a prosthetic leg. 4 students just spent a week in Peru helping people like this man. Cedric Walker called the experience very real compared to other school lessons.
But this, we're getting it done for somebody, not just a grade. And it was it was the first time I actually used something I learned here to really make a difference.
Students at 2 other high schools print and assemble the bushings, shins, and foot pieces of the prosthetic leg.
So usually we ship them to another school, and that's what they did. We only printed the pieces.
Each part takes more than 27 hours to 3D print. The 3 schools made more than 40 legs to change the lives of people in Peru.
I've seen people who are amputated, but I've never actually helped somebody. And it was crazy because I seen their problem and I helped them with their problem. I helped give you a leg, and now you can help your family.
One part of it that was really great is that we got to actively interview the amputees before we fit the legs. And by doing that, that allowed us to get a lot more of a personal connection with them so that it felt more human.
Jameer Ramirez Rojas, a bilingual Gulfport student, was the translator for the group.
I was kind of nervous because it was life-changing for them, and I was wanted to do everything I could to help them get a leg.
The trip has led some of the students to reconsider their career paths.
I wanted to go to state for electrical engineering, but now I'm thinking about changing to do something with prosthetics because I'll never forget the feeling it made me feel to help somebody.
I learned that this is something I want to do for the rest of my life, so I'm gonna try and switch my major to biomedical engineering so I can work on prosthetics.
In Gulfport, Destiny Polster, WLOX News Now.